And I think what that study or that story demonstrates is the amazing power of hope. There was a study done in the 1950s by a group of Norwegian scientists, and they studied a group of rats. I'm not sure why they did this, but they wanted to know how long rats could tread water. I didn't know rats could tread water, but apparently they can. What they found was with the different groups of rats, that the different groups of rats could tread water for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. And before, interestingly, they would give up. Rats would just like give up. They'd stop trying, and they would let themselves drown. And so what they did, they took a different group of rats that was consistent with all the groups prior. They took a different group of rats. They did the experiment the same initially. They put the group of rats in a bucket of water, filled it with water, started the timer. Again, about the 15-minute mark, they scooped these rats out of the water. They saved them. They rescued them, put them on dry grounds. And then with that same group of rats that they had rescued, they took that same group, they put it back in the bucket, they filled the bucket with water, and they started the timer. And what they found is that this particular group of rats that had been rescued, they were able to swim, at least as I've heard the story, some 40, some 50, even 60 hours without giving up and letting themselves drown. And I think what that study or that story demonstrates is the amazing power of hope. Because these particular group of rats had experienced rescue, they had a legitimate foundation for their hope to continue to persevere, to continue to wait, to continue to keep swimming. Because they had experienced rescue, they knew that it's very possible that they might be rescued again.